We usually don't take a comment at the start of the program, but today I will. Sarthak Goel has a comment. He has said, please buy Sid some clothes. All I want to say to Sarthak, he has more clothes than any of us. The only thing is, the color of his clothes is the same. Okay. So if you think that he is wearing the same yellow t-shirt every day, that's not the case. Every day he wears a new yellow t-shirt. And if you notice very carefully, if you have an eye for detail, you will realize that the shade of yellow changes a bit.
Yes.
That's a giveaway that he has multiple t-shirts. Two things he indulges in. One is junk food and the other is
the color yellow.
Yes.
And multiple t-shirts.
Yeah, there's a funny story behind this particular yellow
Oh
t-shirt.
yeah.
It's a really funny story. Even he's remembering now.
I know.
So, and actually, funnily enough, it involves the other indulgence. It does. So this was on a Saturday, and it happened to be just him and me on shift. And that day, I had worn my yellow t-shirt, so similar shade, and I'm wearing yellow, and he had worn a mauve t-shirt. Now, so far so good. We're thinking, okay, dugout wheel should be just two of us, so we're having different colors. Good. He ordered some food, ended up spilling it on his t-shirt. So he ended up taking a trip to the mall to buy another t-shirt.
And guess which color?
Is this t-shirt? And he's come and I'm like, we're in the same color. Exact same color.
Exactly. But I got the color that I wanted, so.
He was happy because he got it at a discount.
Yeah.
Loves yellow, but his favorite team is not Australia in this World Cup. It is, of course, as all of us know, going to be New Zealand. So what we're going to do this evening is actually look at our favorites, the top four. We're all going to pick our top four and eventually pick our winner also. And then we'll have a debate. We'll also take in your comments why you think one team is favorite, why the other isn't. Why is it that you've picked these four and left out, let's say, 2-3 other good teams? Because that will happen, like it or not. You will have to leave out 2 or 3 good teams. So that is what we'll discuss. But before that, just a round of the Asian Games. It's been an outstanding day for India. 70 was our highest ever total at the Asian Games last time at Jakarta, and we've gone past that. 81 already and counting. There will be a few more medal events. You might get a few more from badminton as the leagues are still
In fact,
happening.
as of now, you're guaranteed some medals which you just don't know the color of. So you've got about 6-7 medals which you all know are coming. But it could be a bronze, could be a gold, could be a
4
silver.
in archery, which is guaranteed, but you
Yes.
don't know the color of the medal. 2 in bridge.
Yes.
2 in kabaddi. 2 in hockey.
2 in hockey, 1.
So
Women's team also are favorites. this
India
year.
have technically only reached the men's final.
my point is, will it be up ki bar 100 par?
It will be comfortably.
Comfortable.
So far, will
It is.
be 25 pass.
The gold.
Achha, gold.
Oh.
You have to get to 25 gold medals.
Yep.
Then you will finish among the top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
are
are top
the
four.
4th,
As of now.
but
I think you will be top 4 because the other teams,
Chinese Taipei,
Taipei, Uzbekistan and Hong Kong may not get
how many medals in wrestling?
At least 3 or 4 you may get. That's
No,
it.
gold medals.
No.
They are very tough to predict.
Because Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, etc. are
Yeah.
So 19 right now.
Yeah.
2 hockey or 1 hockey?
One.
least
Okay.
I'm predicting for 2.
1 cricket?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Huh?
One more cricket.
That
rather,
cricket is a lottery.
Bangladesh.
That ground, no, that
But you
ground.
have
Today
to
you
win
saw.
that.
Today you saw. Bangladesh
Very
narrowed,
knocked out. Yeah.
got
By
knocked
Malaysia.
out by Malaysia almost because
No,
that
Pakistan yesterday.
yeah,
Now against Hong Kong.
such a small ground with that dicey pitch. That place is a lottery.
But India needs
Box
to win.
cricket.
They need to. It's box.
Hong Kong Super Sixes.
Hong Kong Super Sixes.
I
Exactly.
played in Hong Kong Super Sixes.
What
Wow.
was it?
1994. 95.
Oh.
What was the
There's a
experience
team-
like in terms of?
Yeah, I mean, it was a very small ground. And it was played on an AstroTurf kind of a wicket.
Yeah.
Kowloon, right? It was.
Kowloon Sports Club. Yes.
Kowloon.
Kowloon Sports Club.
Yep.
So good day.
Oh, भाई लाइट लो ठीक करो.
अब लाइट का कुछ नहीं है जो है सो है. You can switch seats if you want.
नहीं नहीं it's okay. हाँ जी क्या है आज का मुद्दा?
The mudda is that we are all going to pick up 4 and with reasoning as to how you have left out the 2 teams here and there. Let Siddharth start with his 4 And then we can counter question him. We can. Wow.
Siddharth is a disruptor, na? He'll not pick India in the top 4.
No.
This is a good.
One team, I'm telling you, one team will miss out. One very prominent team.
Which is
My
I don't
top, my top 4 are England, Australia, India, and New Zealand.
in that
Very
order.
predictable.
In
This
that
so
order?
ये
unlike.
तो कुछ भी नहीं है यार.
I've left out Pakistan.
Even I have left out
Why
Pakistan.
have you left out Pakistan?
I somehow don't think their bowling is up to the mark. They're missing Naseem Shah. That's one major
Yeah.
thing. Their spinners are not eliciting any kind of confidence whatsoever.
How about bringing Usama Mir into the 11?
Very inexperienced. Bringing someone like Usama Mir, that too with not much of international experience, that too with Shadab continuing to struggle. The main problem is that Shadab is struggling and Naseem is not in.
Okay. Why have you left out South Africa?
Picking South Africa as a lottery, just like the Hangzhou pitch. They are bilateral kings. Fantastic team in bilateral series. But somehow in ICC events, they tend to self-destruct. I mean, history is proved. 92, okay, that was not their own doing. 96 undone by faulty team composition. 99 NRR. 2003 DLS. Now in the World Cup warm-up itself, you lost by 7 runs DLS method. Sign of things to come? Maybe. And don't forget 2022. I think that tops the epic.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lost to Netherlands and said, okay, India, Pakistan, please go through. So, I can't pick South Africa.
Okay.
I actually will, it's rare, but I agree with his picks. I'm going the same. It's India, England, Australia, and New Zealand. There was a toss up in that 4th spot for me between New Zealand, Pakistan, and South Africa. Now, I didn't go for Pakistan because, unlike him, it's not just bowling. I have no confidence.
Pretty
in that
much covered
batting.
all teams.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying there was a toss up between the third, but that was.
Yeah.
I went with New Zealand. That was.
It can only be toss up between these 3.
Yeah.
Nobody is going to bring Bangladesh into the conversation. Nobody is bringing Sri Lanka into the conversation. Nobody is bringing Afghanistan into
Netherlands.
conversation. Nobody is bringing Netherlands into the
No, correct. But
So only
these-
left with 6 teams.
But these are the other 4, the other 3 rather. I think it's normally always a toss up between one of them, and I think all of them do have that. Why I've gone for New Zealand is because they tend to just punch above their weight in ICC tournaments.
Okay.
Always.
Why have you left out Pakistan and South
Batting doesn't give me much confidence beyond
Pakistan?
Babar. Yeah, beyond Babar, I don't see
South
much.
Africa?
2 things. One, as Siddharth said, that historical tendency of just choking, bottling it, whatever you want to say. Second, no Heinrich Nokia. Big miss for them, I think. That bowling just gets weakened significantly.
Yeah. For me, England, India, Australia, and New Zealand in that order.
Exactly, yeah, ditto is saying that. You
No,
guys
but-
may exchange
No.
notes before.
No secret group chats were involved in here. But anyway, yeah. Those are my picks. Top 4.
Why have you left out South Africa and Pakistan?
Because they just crumble under pressure, I think.
Both teams. Pakistan
Yeah.
just
no,
played.
No, not
final
South
of-
Africa. Pakistan again. I agree with Shane that their batting revolves around Babar Azam too much. They don't have the kind of spinners that we would see in India, or I don't know. It just doesn't inspire a lot of confidence for me. And what's his name?
Naseem.
Naseem Shah.
Naseem Shah.
I was remembering Nawaz. Naseem Shah missing out. That is a big blow.
Copy paste.
What is your everyone.
Same.
Pakistan are very predictable. Unlike the previous Pakistani team,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a rarity for Pakistan to be predictable.
they are very predictable. You know exactly what's going to happen. Which means
That's
that
a good thing or a bad thing?
see, it can be a good thing if they had Naseem Shah and if they had at least one spinner who could have picked wickets. Now that Naseem Shah is not there, the only 2 wicket-taking bowlers right now in their team are Haris Rauf and Shahinshah Afridi.
Yeah.
So 3 bowlers, 30 overs will be a lottery for them.
Yeah.
And Babar also is very predictable as a captain. So if they don't pick wickets with the new ball, he also tends to meander away, lets the game slip, and then I feel that they have their sights on the 50 overs कि यार 50 over खेल लो बता देना. Plus their batting. Babar will get runs, maybe 500 runs, 600 runs. He'll win them games. All I want to know is, can Babar knows how to plan his innings.
Yes.
Can he also get the others to build their innings? Can he get the Pakistani team moving when they're playing a tight game against a tougher opposition?
No.
That's the thing.
Pakistan's, in addition to that, Pakistan's batting is very outdated. Imam ul Haq.
The only thing that can get them going is if they've got their backs to the wall.
Yeah.
And if
But you said they are predictable. For that,
that's
they
what
have
I'm
to be
saying.
unpredictable.
Yeah, for that maybe they'll have to lose a game to a comparatively
To Netherlands or
No,
to
India is before they reach India, they'll have to lose one game or two games.
They're playing Netherlands.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can. Then they
Netherlands.
can.
Netherlands.
But then again, see, we are discounting Pakistan on the basis of last 30 days, where Shaheen Shah Afridi has not been able to get wickets with the new ball. What if he's a good bowler? We all know that. What if he comes, picks a couple of wickets in the first 2 overs? Then what? Then what?
One more thing I want to say, that we are discounting Pakistan. And honestly, last 2 ICC tournaments also, I don't think any of us picked them in the top
Yes.
4. Yet they played a semi-final of a T20 World Cup, a final of a T20 World Cup, without any of us giving
Because their bowling for T20s was the best.
yes.
They had Afridi, they had Naseem Shah, and they had
Haris Rauf.
Haris Rauf. Plus, Shadab in T20s is a fantastic cricketer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very good cricketer. But in one-dayers, in those 20 overs of spin, you need at least 5 wickets here.
Yeah.
Else, again, they'll be chasing 340s and the 350s, which will not be possible for them.
That's what they don't have
Every
the
game.
explosiveness, and because even their top order, we know Fakhar, genuine game
He's
changer
not going
when
to
he
play.
wants.
He's not going to play.
But he's-
I try to make the 11. Then I'll go with Abdullah Shafiq.
And then-
far
and then
better.
you have
But
Imam.
without Fakhar, they lack that
Factor.
experience and the
Yeah.
X factor.
And Imam gives you
And poor planning, Shane. Poor planning, because the first warm-up game they should have let Fakhar play. The second warm-up game they should have let Fakhar play. Now, see, you either didn't have Fakhar in your 11, or you thought he doesn't need any warm-up game. Hey, one day he'll come and get 100 in a World Cup game. I feel test matches and the tight one-day games are not the ones where you get your form back. The struggle becomes very long and
And the
real.
problem is, your number 6, if you look at, that's Iftikhar. That's your only power hitter.
But he's a
Iftikhar
good
could be
batsman.
5 also.
5.
He's a very good batsman.
Yes, but again, look at the
But you know,
batting.
he's inconsistent.
Very.
But of late I have seen him. I think he bats much the way as maybe Ijaz Ahmed would. But again,
Ijaz is a top order.
but again, no comparison
Yeah.
yet.
Ijaz.
But it's a very simple game that he has. He'll defend good balls and hit a loose one.
Yeah.
But then again, in a World Cup, if you're aspiring to win the World Cup, you would also need to rotate the strike.
Yes.
That's the problem with them.
And also, the one forever factor ever since the creation of Pakistan, bad fielding. Bad fielding.
No, but then for that, Shadab has clearly told you.
The reason-
The biryani is to be blamed.
The pyaz kheer.
And they need to stop eating biryani, yaar.
What is pyaz kheer?
That's what
That's
Raita. I think he means raita. Pyaz
No,
kheer.
the name of the dish is pyaz ki kheer.
Pyaz kheer, yes.
Yeah.
But it must be the raita then.
They were served that, and they
How
were
can the kheer?
Uh-huh.
It can't be meat.
kheer made of onion.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
In that restaurant where
Yes.
they went, yes.
My God.
No, that must be. I think they're calling raita.
No. They know what raita is because they keep doing raita while fielding and catching.
No, but I don't think raita is a word used in Pakistan.
But I think I saw that, and I think it's a kheer
Really?
with some onion in that.
Yes.
My God.
Yeah, I mean, it was there.
Shivam has opened pyaz ki kheer ki recipe.
it's a
Oh,
thing.
it is a thing.
Shivam will put some desi ghee in this.
So there is.
Shivam?
Anyway, we missed it.
That is what Pakistan, as I told you.
देखो ना?
This is it. Pyaz ki kheer.
My goodness.
Okay. Whatever that is. They were in Hyderabad. The famous sweet dish from there is that shahi tukda, which
Shahi.
is with they call double ka meetha.
Double ka meetha.
We had that in the cafeteria the other day.
Double ka meetha.
Yeah.
That's
My goodness.
so it's basically what we call in North India shahi tukda.
Yeah.
It
Shahi
is
tukda.
called double ka meetha in Hyderabad. That is their famous thing. But anyway, they've been enjoying the Indian hospitality today. Nawaz actually said that it was unexpected.
Babar.
Babar said there was unexpected that this kind of love that they have received.
So either he's
Going way overboard in trying to repair.
no,
what
he
the
needs
PCB
to.
did.
He needs to actually watch the Pakistani YouTube channels.
Oh, yes.
They would have told him. They know sitting there in Pakistan कि इस्तेकबाल इतना अच्छा होगा, because for them India are bhai bhai. So they may criticize their own players and their own team, but for them India is the, you know.
I know.
Yeah, I've seen people on social media, thanks to your Twitter only, celebrate India's achievements in the Asian Games, South Asia's achievement. Like,
That is our good friend. yes.
He's a smart guy.
He is very smart. By the way, he doesn't do. He may come across as someone who's being naive and doing that, but it's
so
not.
he knows
that.
what he's
No,
doing.
I think
Exactly.
he is ahead of the curve, yeah.
He's ahead of the curve.
Oh, he's the best right now.
Oh boy.
He's ahead of the curve.
Fantastic.
He knows. He's cracked the social
They would
media.
know
code.
more about India than we would, yeah.
Wow.
He's the algorithm.
That's a good
the
one.
algorithm.
Twitter follows him.
X.
X follows
X
him.
follows him. He's the algorithm. Okay, so
But good guy, वैसे otherwise.
he's very
good
sweet,
guy.
very sweet, very sweet. We met him in Sri Lanka.
Ah.
So I had to pick my 4, but I'm going to copy paste. So interestingly, I thought there'll be some sort of disagreements. All of us have picked the same top 4. That is India, England, Australia, and New
Where's
Zealand.
Mr. Rawat?
2 days ago,
In
बुलाओ यार.
send him a Zoom.
Let's see if there is any buzz, the World Cup buzz, yeah.
No, so there was a question asked by a journalist. We thought he'll also ask a question, but there was
Maybe didn't get the chance.
they were very limited. But some questions were really
Yeah.
Terrible.
banal.
that's what Rohit
very
Sharma had to respond in that.
Yeah,
way, no?
because somebody asked Rohit Sharma this question where he was asked that, last World Cup, it was decided on boundary count, ye wo. Don't you think that was wrong and the trophy should have been shared? So, ye kya hai yaar,
इस बार
मैं
क्या
क्या-
होना चाहिए?
The question was not directed
But he's
to
been
one-
handed over the trophy by the English, the former England captain, Morgan.
Yeah. So ये क्या question है यार?
It wasn't asked to Kane Williamson or Josh Butler. Rohit Sharma.
That's Rohit Sharma.
He said, then he told Kane, you answer. You answer this question. Then Josh Butler was sitting there. He wanted to know because it was asked in Hindi. So he heard England 2-3 times. So he was very worried that what is the question. So he asked Babar, what is the question? And Babar translated that.
With his limited English, he translated.
Then that is how.
Yeah, Babar again is a very good boy, yaar.
Yeah.
Very matlab, if you see Babar, you would not attach any stardom to him.
Yeah. Simple guy.
Very simple.
As he
Very simple. And his
has
batting is also very simple but
he
very
sent to the
effective.
bat on.
Yeah, I need to find out. I need to find out where's my bat. Huh?
You can catch him
The cabinet is waiting.
in
I
Ahmedabad.
told him that I'll also order a cabinet and
You can catch him in Ahmedabad.
Of course.
Ahmedabad.
impossible, yeah.
Actually, there's so much
Too much of security. Yeah.
Maybe impossible to get close to them. Not like Sri Lanka. You would just.
Their intermingling is next level.
No, but also that. I mean, for them,
The
it's
access.
no big deal, right? And that's
World Cup in India, yeah, India-Pakistan game, they will not be any access. Yeah.
Yeah. That too,
Unless you are in the press conference.
they'll be like, do they not? Or they'll be like snipers somewhere in the rooftop waiting for some random.
There's some random person going, no.
From there only.
That bat became famous because of the Pakistani journalists. I didn't know that they were recording.
So we've all picked a similar 4 team. If you had asked me 2 days earlier, I probably wouldn't have gone with New Zealand. But they've done so well in the warm-up games. It does seem like the only thing that they lack is a bit of a balance. They're trying to make the 11. And it did seem like that if they play all their 3 fast bowlers in Saudi, Bolt and Ferguson, or if Saudi is not fit, they play Henry. So if they were to play all of them, then the batting kind of finishes at 7 because they'll have to play Sodi as well. So 4 of them gone. So batting then finishes at 7. Santner being at 7. So that kind of, unless they remove one fast bowler and then let Jimmy Neesham,
Daryl
Mitchell do the work of that bowler.
It'll mostly be Henry and Bolt.
Then you can get in another
Saudi
batter.
is not fit right now anyway.
He's not fit anyway.
Then you get that balance, they become dangerous. So anyway, we've gone with that. Now, but this is the tougher question, which we'll try and do now. Everyone has to pick up a winner. So this is the tough one.
No, I don't think so.
Not tough.
Let's see if this
You start then if
Is
it's not.
there a condition that you shouldn't pick India?
That's what, see,
Why should there be a condition?
you have to, no.
Why should there be a condition?
You have
I'm
to
just
pick
saying,
a team
what
that
if-
is going to win the World Cup. I'll pick India.
Why?
Home conditions. I think there is reason for India to win the World Cup, and the team knows that. They are also peaking at the right moment. There are no fill in the blanks. Plus, I think India, Virat, Rohit, Shubman Gill, the top three, they are in very good form. Bowling, you've got Bumrah, you've got Siraj, Shami. In fact, I asked Saurav, and you will see that on AajTak very soon. Saurav is also of the same opinion that India must pick Siraj, Shami, and Bumrah. If you're playing 3 fast bowlers plus Hardik Pandya, and again, if you're playing 3 spinners, then Ashwin, Kuldeep, and Jadeja, and 2 fast bowlers. So for the first game, he's picked Ashwin to play as the 3rd spinner.
Because it's in Chennai.
Yeah.
And also left-handers in Australia.
See, Saurav again says if the first 7 batsmen cannot win you a game, number 8 will not win you a game.
I am
And if you're looking for
100%.
2 games in 100 games,
Yeah.
that's irrelevant.
Exactly.
100% in agreement with him. We've been saying it for the longest time. Play your best bowlers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are your best. Don't
The
send
only way
compromise.
you can stop the other teams from getting to 325. See, in warm-up games they're getting 350, 360. I think it'll be minus 30, 40.
Minus
Yeah.
So the only way that you can stop the other teams from getting to 310, 320 is by picking wickets in the middle overs.
Exactly.
And that is where Pakistan, I think, have
They
slipped
fall
out
flat.
from the top right now before the tournament.
Okay, so India for you.
India as well.
एक ही आवाज सुनाई.
दिल से एक ही आवाज आ रही है. Not
दिमाग
everyone. दिमाग भी इंडिया ही कह रहा है because the players are in incredible form right now. I think that's the biggest positive sign.
India
that
New Zealand final.
Oh yeah.
And New Zealand winning. If it's India, New Zealand.
ये तो
You said
So you picked New Zealand.
if it's India, New Zealand, but I've not picked New
If
Zealand
नहीं
as
यार,
the.
if but नहीं यार.
India.
One team picked
मेरे लिए it's England.
England. Okay. Fair
England.
enough.
Because the
England.
Yeah, England. Because the batting that they have and because they bat until number 10.
He's not picked New Zealand. I'm shocked.
If it is India New Zealand's final, then I'm picking New Zealand.
No. You
Beat New
pick.
Zealand in Dharamshala. India will beat New Zealand
Yes,
in Dharamshala.
yes, they will.
And I it's just a wild guess.
Yeah.
But I think New Zealand will be the one team that I have picked as a dark horse. Again, somebody who's played 2 finals cannot necessarily be a dark horse.
Yeah.
Because they've never crossed that line, because they've never won a tournament
Yeah.
this big. I will consider them as a dark horse.
Yeah, because see,
If it is not India,
Yeah.
it will not be Australia, it will not be England, it will be New Zealand.
That is a big call, yeah. How can you
see,
say-
because England, their sustained hitting is far more
call.
consistent than Australia. Australia, they also try the England way, but then they tend to collapse. And I think against quality spin, they have not had quality spin so far in this warm-ups yet. And you saw even in the 3 ODIs, they did struggle after a certain point in time against spin.
New Zealand will beat England in the semi-finals. India will beat Australia in the semi-finals.
And India, New Zealand win.
Okay, go ahead. You've gone with England, so at least somebody has not picked India.
Yeah, I was also going England.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because I look at that team, very settled team. A lot of the core from 2019 who are a pretty dominant side, and there's no real weaknesses I can pick. Not one. Their batting is very deep. The bowling is excellent. They do have a couple of X factors in the likes of a Gus Atkinson.
Sure, Aisha picks few weaknesses for England.
Huh?
One, they will have few injuries for sure.
Yeah.
Wood
Stokes
and
is
Stokes
reportedly
and
not fit.
some of them will definitely in the middle of the tournament pull out, and suddenly you'll say the balance. And I think the second spinner might be a weakness.
Yeah. Spinner, I agree.
Yeah.
Spin is the only thing. but,
Adil still might manage.
Yeah,
but
Rashid
Moeen
will
is
be
your
fine. Liam Livingston is your second spinner actually.
But Moeen will play, I think.
Moeen will, no, he'll play. But with Moeen, what they've been doing, they've been playing both of them. Livingston, Moeen are both playing. But because Livingston bowls wrist spin,
Leggy,
no?
yeah.
So they use him for like 5-6 overs. They generally tend to use Moeen only against lefties.
But don't you think in this baseball era and with the New England setup, Root is bowling far more?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Root is also bowling a lot.
Root is also there in the mix, and he bowled in the Ashes also.
He bowled a
because-
lot in the Ashes, lest we forget.
So that
Yeah.
maybe
They do
that-
have, I think, but yeah, they don't have a second spinner in the sense like say a Jadeja or a Santner.
Yep.
You know, that's the thing. But otherwise, I see them fully settled, the team to beat.
Okay, so 2 for India, 2 for England, and my
Deciding vote.
Deciding vote goes to me, and I will pick India. I don't want to jinx it, but I'll give you one reason. My only one reason why I pick India is because you will have a high-scoring World Cup because of the rule changes, and you're going to play on good pitches. So you'll have a high-scoring World Cup, and your high-scoring teams are England, Australia, India, to an extent New Zealand, maybe South Africa on certain occasions. But what makes India different from Australia, England, the other two contenders on a high-scoring thing is that I think when England, Australia get those high scores, they play high-risk cricket. And so the chances that on a certain day that high-risk approach backfires also. Most days it will work for them, certain days it will backfire. I think India is the only team which has the ability to get big totals without a high-risk approach. The kind of batters that India has, that they can get 300, 320, 30 without playing that high risk, and which will be successful in more matches than even Australia and England. So my pick is India because of that.
And it's a contrast with Pakistan. For India is they need to start well.
Yeah.
Traditionally, Pakistan, whenever they've not started well, they tend to finish
Do well, yes.
Correct. But India, if they don't start well, never finish well.
Yeah.
So the first game,
Maintaining momentum, that's the
more
one
than
week.
anything else, the first game is important.
So
If
India-
beat Australia, they will definitely beat Pakistan.
So-
I think regardless of that, they should beat Pakistan, but India need to beat Australia in the first.
Yes.
So India is like Neeraj Chopra. That first medal throw has to come initially.
Neeraj Chopra
First
का
few-
ना, लेकिन आज
Amazing.
मतलब he what he did today when Kishore
Kishore
Jina's,
Jina,
throw was cancelled or
the way he went to fight for him.
he
Yeah.
went to the judges and fought for him.
Yeah.
Yes, he belongs to the same country, but they were rivals today.
And you know how
Chopra
Jina
is
paid
not-
back? The last throw was Jina's. Not that he would have, but he had a chance. If he threw ahead of Neeraj, he could have challenged for the goal. His last throw, he came running and just ran through the line, like just through the
That
thing.
was-
Come on, yaar.
No, Jina also did it.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
In the last
I
throw,
remember-
where Jina did.
I will remember this
I only saw it in the
javelin
replay.
for
They
long,
didn't
long
show in
time.
that.
Huh,
You
that's why I don't
saw him
remember.
throw, and they cut to the javelin. But when you see the replay, he actually threw it and just ran.
Even
continued.
Neeraj walked off.
No, but Neeraj walked off
had already-
later. So when Neeraj threw and realized his throw is not good, then you usually walk. In Jina's case, he ran in one
But he
motion.
never threw the.
He threw it and but continued running. He didn't say. He just.
नहीं यार,
He
मैं
must have
कहता हूँ,
also
आज
known that
के
was
javelin
his
final
best.
I would remember for a long time.
Yes.
So earlier, there was this instance in the Jubilee Test of Gudappa Vishwanath recalling Bob Taylor,
Mumbai.
England winning the Test match. But I think what Neeraj has done today,
Ultimate statesman.
at the level that he's done, amazing.
Oh, he's a
I
brilliant.
know.
Yeah.
Neeraj
Brilliant.
Chopra is my hero.
And he leads not just by words or
Sure.
actions, but even example. Sustained dominance that he's been having since
Because Neeraj
2018.
Chopra is a hero.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the best part is Neeraj, the revolution that he started. And remember, Kishore Jina's first love was never javelin. It was volleyball.
Oh.
जल्दी से ले लो.
Yes, which I mentioned in the live. It's volleyball for Kishore Jina, but one meeting in 2018 in Bhubaneswar changed everything. That's it.
Amazing, yeah.
Javelin.
1-2 for India. Okay.
Yeah.
Harit Yadav says, digressing a bit, but do you think we can replicate the athletic success in swimming too? A lot of medals, but we only participate for the sake of it. But you got to realize that in athletics, we have a pedigree as well.
Yeah.
At the Asian level. You know, we always state.
You've always
PT
done
Usha, I
well.
remember, was the
86,
athlete
Sure.
of the Asian Games.
Yeah.
So we had that, but in swimming we
The
don't. So
only
we're
gold
far
she
back.
lost was to Lydia De Vega.
Yes,
Yeah.
from Philippines.
Philippines.
Yes,
Yes.
100-meter dash.
Sprint, and she died a few years.
Yeah, correct.
There is Manna Patel though, who
Kazan
is.
Singh won a medal.
But
in,
was it Asian Game? May have been.
Asian
Yeah.
Games,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
No, but even one more we got in Asian. Was it Khade or somebody else?
Mr. Rahul Rawat is there.
Let's ask him to pick his.
No, but first ask him here about the buzz, the fever that we saw in Sri Lanka.
What? Actually, the buzz.
Buzz and the fever.
Is
Not
there?
that fever. World Cup fever.
That's why I paused, and I was like, fever in Sri
Which
Lanka.
fever are we talking?
Haji Ramji, is the World Cup finally happening?
The World Cup is happening. Fever.
आवाज जा रही है कि नहीं जा रही है?
Speaker on.
No, he's not talking.
I think some network issue.
It's freezing.
I think हो सकता है किसी एक की आवाज आ रही है.
No, no,
No,
no,
no, no, it's all of us.
Ours is master. It goes from one stream only.
We're all his masters, boys.
Either you don't hear
Or you
or you
hear.
hear everyone. So it will be one of the.
Nikhil, you ask.
Hello, Rahul, can you hear us? 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing.
Clearly not.
No, audio is not good.
It's
Yes,
frozen.
yes,
Now
Nikhil,
you-
yes, I can hear you.
So Vikrant had a question.
I can hear you.
That can you feel the fever? Is it feeling like it's a World Cup? Because there's a reporter in the press conference from England who asked that he has been to Ahmedabad, he did not see any hoarding, nothing. It's not feeling like it's the World Cup. Are you feeling like it's the World Cup?
Absolutely, but it actually doesn't feel. I can't feel that buzz. I landed here at around 9:15 in the morning, and there was a huge sculpture of that World Cup at the airport. As soon as I came out of the airport, actually I saw no hoardings, no banners, no posters whatsoever.
Oh, he's frozen.
Okay, we're having a bit of a trouble with this connection. Maybe you could try
Any
to.
player or for the World Cup that I took. I didn't see anything. Thereafter, from the hotel, I went to the stadium. There also, at least in the afternoon, I didn't see anything. It's pretty surprising because the last time I was here for the Border Gavaskar, the final, the fourth test match, there was, quite a commotion over here as far as that particular test match was concerned. And surprisingly, tomorrow, in less than 24 hours, we'll have the World Cup beginning, and I just can't feel the buzz. I can't, feel that in the air that there's a World Cup going to start from tomorrow at this particular venue.
Yeah, but don't worry. Once India Australia play on the 8th of October on a Sunday, I think the buzz will come back to the World Cup. We're having a bit of a problem with your connection, but before I let you go, the topic of discussion today was we were all picking our top 4. So first pick your top 4 and then follow that up with the one pick for the winner. We've all done that. Just so that you have an idea of what is done. 3 of us have picked India to win. 2 of us have
I
picked
think
England to win.
first three will be the usual suspects. I think everybody must have gone with them. Australia, England, and India, not in that same order. Fourth is a tricky one. I believe a few of you must have picked New Zealand, and they actually look very formidable. But then let me just go for South Africa this time because Pakistan certainly, I can't feel. Although amongst South Africa, New Zealand, and Pakistan, New Zealand seems to be the most formidable of the three. But I'll just pick South Africa. Don't know why. Or maybe okay. Let me change this one. Let me go with Bangladesh then.
Oh my god.
Yeah, come on,
Oh,
yeah.
come on, indeed.
No, but I think stick with South Africa.
Better choice.
That has a better choice of carrying through. Okay,
Right.
and the
See,
winner
Bangladesh actually, they don't look bad on paper. At least Bangladesh, they've got Shanto back. They'll have Litton Das opening the innings again, and they've got Shakib. They've got a few other experienced or talented batters over there, and their bowling. They've got quite a few good spinners. And then the pace attack here isn't too bad either because they have Shariful, the left-arm fast bowler. They'll have Mustafizur and Taskin Ahmed. So their bowling attack also doesn't look too bad. Might well I'll take it. I'll just go with Bangladesh. Let me go with Bangladesh.
Okay, it's your pick, your choice. Go for Bangladesh. Okay, and the winner.
जीतेगा तो इंडिया ही.
Knew it.
क्यों भाई? कारण भी बताना है, कारण.
He's frozen.
यार I think at least Rohit Sharma. You must have heard that Captain's Day. A lot of people are actually criticizing the way it was. I won't say handled, but the way things came out of that presser or event. But Rohit Sharma did say, he was with the fact that two of their warm-up games got washed out. But he said in the last few matches that India has played, he's got a few things right. The team has got a few things right. One, of course, he knows which team to pick, and it seems to be a balanced team. It lacks all-rounders though. And I spoke to a few, foreign journalists over here. They actually were not so gung-ho about the Indian team. But I'm still going with the Indian team. If I can pick Bangladesh in my top four, I certainly can go with India as the winners.
Okay, thank you. There's a bit of a lag and freezing with your connection, so we'll let you go. Go and sit with the foreign journalist, and maybe you can.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it better? I hope it gets better now.
Yeah, it is. It is better. But just tell us before you go about the whole press conference. Rohit Sharma was in his usual mood, his Mumbaiya style. Relax. Beach mein he said also, "Kya sawal pooch rahe hai?" Whatever. He seemed pretty relaxed. And
then
your favorite Temba Bavuma was also there. There's one random clip of him going viral, which is very notorious, which is not true actually, showing him that he was sleeping. That event kind of lacked energy, and I'm surprised. It was the most energetic commentator that you have, Ravi Shastri, hosting it, yet some bit of energy was missing.
Yeah, even he had to wait a lot. He was there for the event. I think say about 20 minutes before everyone arrived. So he had to wait quite a lot. Ravi Shastri. Thereafter, when it began, because Ravi Shastri is all about impromptu. So he was reading out the questions. When he was announcing the captains, also that's fair enough, because when you're announcing, there has to be a particular order in which they were introduced. But then he was reading out questions also initially. So it seemed made up. Everything seemed made up. As far as Temba Bavuma was concerned, we actually were observing him. I know it seems that the pictures, the images that are going viral, it seemed when we were actually noticing Temba Bavuma, he actually seemed very, very lazy. It seemed that he needed some rest, or maybe the back of that chair on which he was sitting was a bit far for him. So maybe it seemed as if he was just trying to relax, was very tired, but it seemed that he was disinterested. And to be fair, Ravi Shastri was, I wouldn't say that he was following orders, but the broadcasters obviously wanted to have more questions asked to Rohit Sharma and Babar Azam, because the reasons why.
We know that. A lot of questions were asked of Babar. In fact, Babar that way stole the show. I mean, his answers, one about, the hospitality, how he said it was unexpected, then about the biryani, how much he's liked. So, a lot of, because we were looking at the quotable quotes, a majority of quotes came from Babar Azam only. So, he seemed very relaxed.
And one comment that he made, I thought that was intentional, because it seemed as if it was a passing mention, but it seemed that he just got the opportunity to just sneak in one, because we know the issues that are that exist right now as far as the visas are concerned for Pakistanis. The question that was asked to Babar was that, are you enjoying the hospitality? In fact, two questions were asked to Babar Azam, same about the hospitality, and what Babar said was that we are enjoying doesn't feel as if that we are in India. It seems that we are at home, and we've got quite a good welcome here. Would have been better if people from our side would have been here. So I thought that it was somewhat intentional when Babar said that, and of course, and he considers that his bowling is the strength for Pakistan, which for me was a bit surprising.
Yeah, he did mention that. He mentioned also about when Ravi Shastri asked him about biryani, he said 100 baar to bata chuka hu, but it's very
Exactly.
nice. But you're right, I think, and there's nothing wrong. He needed to point that out, that clearly they're going to miss their fans, and maybe the Indian government could have looked at granting some amount of visa to the Pakistan fans. And if he has a grouse, I don't really disagree with that. Anyone would want their home fans to come. Even in limited, could have been city-specific visas, just come there. And just as Indians, when they go there, you have to report to the Thana every third, fourth day. Something like that could have been done, but that wasn't done. Okay, Rahul, thank you so much. Have a good time in Ahmedabad. Go to the riverside and enjoy the milkshakes and the pizzas and the pav bhaji. Amazing.
Must also
stuff.
do a preview of the game tomorrow for both sports.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm saying beyond work.
Don't let him go, yeah.
No, beyond work.
He's just warming up.
Beyond work.
He's just warming up.
Okay, we'll take a lot.
Is it hot there? Do you see sweat?
It is somewhere okay.
Acha nahi.
Okay, it was the temperature. I'll just tell you. Right now, it shows the temperature is 28 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
But it seems hot. It seems hotter than that. It seems hotter than that. But it's better than the last time when I was here. And
He keeps going
to
the Narendra Modi Stadium.
Yes, he does. He does.
What a Gavaskar Trophy visiting.
But I think I have 100% strike rate here in Ahmedabad.
What is the strike rate?
That stadium? Strike rate is that India has never lost
Oh,
a
come
match
on,
here
yeah.
in Ahmedabad.
So has India won all
Every
the
time
games
I've been-
that you've travelled for?
No, yeah,
No? Bas?
yes, yes. Yeah.
No, there was a drawn test
Indore
match.
won, they lost.
Huh?
No, they haven't lost. They haven't
Ye
lost
kya
a
baat
test
hui?
match or a match
Ye-
here in Ahmedabad.
So India rarely loses a test match in India, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not about test match. I'm talking about not just the test match. Every time I've been here, India has not lost a match. And
Ye clip
the
kaatna
last
hai.
time I was here, it was a drawn test, and so maybe
That
on
was
14th when India will be here, they will keep my record intact, and hopefully
If
on
India
19th
loses,
of
then
November
some of
also,
you
if
will be there.
if the Indian team makes it to the final.
See there. That won't come in. Okay, Rahul, thank you so much. We're going to be winding up. I said he was pointing out that you have said everywhere you have gone, India has not lost. So Vikrant said that keep this clip because on 14th if India loses, we'll have produced a clip. Then I told him,
Yeah,
no, this 14th
come
if
on.
India
You
loses,
guys
it won't go on him.
you-
It will come on Vikrant only because
You guys really
Every
think that
World
India
Cup
will
game
lose
that
to
I've covered,
Pakistan?
or World T20, India-Pakistan, India has never lost to Pakistan. Across the
You're
world.
not there, right?
Across the world. 2021.
no, I wasn't there.
Achha, no, you were not there.
I was here.
Ah.
So why do you think that India will lose to Pakistan on 14th? I don't think, on paper also and on current form also, I don't think
Round
India,
butterflies in the stomach
I-
are a good thing. They're not a bad thing. So the moment you get complacent, that's your biggest enemy.
But you also have to realize what you are capable of. You also need to realize everybody knows the pedigree of this Indian team. They themselves have to realize what they are capable of doing. And I thought they realized it in the Asia Cup. After that first game where they were bowled out for 268 or something, 266, after those initial jitters when they lost those first 4 wickets, I thought the next game they had a completely different approach. You often say that they realize that they are better than what people think of them, and now I believe, and also because you will be playing Pakistan for the time or third time in last 3-4 weeks, and they've got the upper hand. So I certainly believe that India will start as strong or very strong favorites to win that game.
Okay, we'll let you go now, Rahul, before your link expires, and we have multiple super chats, so we'll get down to answer.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Have a good time in Ahmedabad. Enjoy all the cuisine and the weather and
Sure.
dhoklas.
Sure. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay, we'll quickly take on all your questions. Tanmay Joshi said his top 4 are India, New Zealand, Australia, Bangladesh. Oh, maybe Rahul saw this super chat. So he goes with India versus New Zealand as winners. Winners New Zealand, final India, New Zealand. Ooh. Good one, Tanmay. We'll keep this in mind. At the end of it, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
What is Shivraj Singh is saying? He believes that one from England and Australia will be fighting for the semis, because England bowling on Indian pitch is not looking good. For Australia, they will be confused. Who do they play as many all-rounders? So that will be an issue with them in terms of confusion. Okay, valid point, Shivraj. What is the...
Go up.
Prithvi Patnaik?
Baman. Yeah, there's the first one. Scroll up. No, we missed. His first one was up. I'll scroll up. There.
Mark my words, the final will be between India versus England / SA. Because you're missing a very important point. All their bowlers have the most experience of bowling in India as compared to Oz, Pak and England.
I mean, New Zealand also, since they've been playing IPL so much in
Exactly.
Here.
I think at this point, experience doesn't matter. Every one of these guys plays IPL.
I mean...
Except Mitchell Starc.
Yeah, except Stark. And I think all the New Zealand team play in the IPL. Correct. Everybody in the squad.
Even most of the English guys. I think Wokes hasn't been picked. But otherwise,
He was in the Delhi Capitals but got injured.
So you've had Mark Wood was playing consistently.
LSG.
Yeah. Did very well for them.
Yep. Mirage Rules from Canada. Is this the most Thanda World Cup after 2007?
No, but how can you... 2007 was Thanda where India got knocked out. I was there in the Caribbean. But I'm saying... You can't say Thanda now, We'll only know at the end of the World Cup how it is. Then the comparison can be made. Usually it happens, the World Cup when it starts, it's kind of Thanda. I noticed that with the T20 World Cup also recently.
But then it picked up.
The last two. But as soon as you have an India, Australia, India, Pakistan, it'll pick up. So I think that will be a good time to look at.
Yeah. Mirage Rules is saying the fever of T20 2024 World Cup here in the US and Canada is far more than the upcoming 2023. Don't you think it's due to the ODI format where it's already dying and everyone seems to be doing just a formality?
So that's a separate debate for another time, because again I think now you're seeing more and more people, even the MCC recently was saying that
ODI is just for World Cup.
Yeah.
Not just for bilaterals. Anyway, in the next cycle, you're seeing very few bilaterals in ODIs in particular.
Sure.
So.
But I think that's why I said we're all jumping the gun. So let's wait. It's an ODI World Cup. I see a lot of interest. I see a lot of people talking about it. So let it just get started. Let's see the quality of the games. What happens, then we'll take a call.
First 2 weeks will be good. After that, there will be a slight lull, and towards the last week, it will be very intense.
Once India starts winning matches, that's it. We've got all the buzz winning.
That is from first week itself. From 8th itself, they'll start winning. So let's
You'll
see.
hear firecrackers outside.
Yeah. So Prithvi Patnaik again is saying, even if Naseem would have been with Pakistan team, I would still put Pak fast bowling at number 4 in the world, because all their seamers bowl well then with the new ball, but they are not good in the middle and the death, whereas all 3 Indian seamers can bowl at all 3 stages.
See, I disagree with that first part partly, because again Haris doesn't normally bowl with the new ball. He's mostly reserved for little later, but I do get his point. Point well taken. Yeah. Karthik K from the US is saying, let's not write off India winning World Cup based on 2019 semi-final collapse. With Gill at top, Hardik Pandya more matured as a batter, confident KL in middle, we will win it all.
Good point, but I think if anyone is writing off India, it's not because of only 2019.
Yeah. 12 years.
Bit history before that also.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay then, on that note, just a quick one. Sachin Kashyap has gone with India, New Zealand, Australia and Sri Lanka. That's very interesting. Sri Lanka do surprise. So, anyone else who's picked? No. I just want to quickly, no, not Rahul, nothing. Just top 4. Anybody else? Anybody?
There we go. Eagles is saying New Zealand. New
Ha, ha,
Zealand
ha.
versus
South Africa finals.
and South Africa wins.
Are we sure he's predicting the cricket World
He's-
Cup?
he's-
'Cause that
it's
looks like the
rugby.
Rugby World Cup.
It's
match.
rugby.
My goodness.
Yeah, it's rugby.
We'll also take it in cricket context.
Okay, we're gonna wrap up. But Piyush Dandre says India will lose to Netherlands. Okay, we'll watch that.
Wow.
Why are you saying that? Hamza has picked India, Pakistan, South Africa, England. Okay, that's a good one. Vishal, we've heard your comment about the chair. Yeah, it was only yesterday. It takes us time to replace them. No, it'll happen. Let the World Cup start. So don't worry. Okay, Yamandeep has picked England, New Zealand, South Africa,
And
India.
So no Australia. Ooh.
Okay. So yeah, we've got all your predictions. Yeah, thank you so much for giving us company. With that, we wind up another edition of the Dugout. World Cup is starting, well and truly underway.
Yep.
So we'll have all the live shows, latest updates, big shows also coming your way on Sports Today with our big time experts. So we'll bring that to you from tomorrow onwards. So do join us on Sports Today. Subscribe if you haven't already.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Good night.
Good night.